Manny Pacquiao, it's really fitting that you're about to get roasted by me, the way that your head is set up like a whole peanut. I'm the librarian, and I can read. I hope that you're watching the main event, ATL.com. Countdown to March 1st, when Justin and I make the announcement. We did not come to play with you hoes, we came to slay, bitch, okay? So make sure that you take off of work for June 11th and come see us in Atlanta. More details, obviously, will be coming on March 1st. I don't know if Floyd Mayweather hits your ass too hard in the head, and that's why you're unable to have a complete thought process, but your head is shaped like a whole hot-ass potato, and Nike dropped you just like one. After you went on to social media and decided to say that homosexuals were worse than animals. If you don't take your itsy-bitsy spider-built ass on somewhere, I know something. And you also try to support it by claiming that there are no homosexual animals in the environment and saying because of that, humans are lower than animals for accepting male-on-male behavior. And a lot of times, the stupid shit we say could be completely prevented if we simply look it up. With your pufferfish built ass, all you had to do was log on to Google and you will be able to read all the research that has been done that proves that animals engage in homosexual behavior. It's not that difficult, sis. Is your nickname Pac-Man because you devour any type of logic or IQ points that have been presented in front of you? You just completely destroy it. Sit your foldable chair built ass down somewhere before you lose other endorsement deals. Manny Pacquiao, if I want to pack some peen in my ass, that's my business. Okay? A lot of people like to cite biblical reasons for why they're bigots. But do you think whatever God you serve would be down here beating people up for fun and for money? That's what your ass is doing. Think about the stupidness and the hypocrisy that comes out of your mouth before you say it. You can't hold a group of people to a certain rule when your ass is falling short yourself. And even the Bible said take the log out of your eye before you reach out and try to poke my eyes out, taking a speck out of mine. Bitch, that's why I got eye drops, sis. So I don't know what book y'all following. I don't know what type of religion y'all are in. Y'all are quick to talk about, oh, don't judge others, but doing the same damn thing. I don't understand it. If you don't like peen, don't talk about it. If you don't like boy pussy, don't be concerned about it. Shut your ass up and focus on whatever wife you have or don't have at this moment. What's interesting to me though is the sports world's reaction to what he said, because a lot of people in sports are homophobic and they are misogynist. So it's very interesting to see varying reactions in different situations, because I feel like if a football player said this, a lot of people would not be making that big of a deal about it just because of the type of audience they cater to. I mean, I don't know, these niggas go through whole boxing matches with their wives and still end up having a career. So it's funny that one comment destroyed a lot of what Manny had, and a lot of these vicious actions from football players almost increased their notoriety. That's just a thought. Malachi Love Robinson is an 18-year-old from South Florida who managed to open up a whole motherfucking medical office without an official medical degree, without a medical license, and he had been running it since January 26th. He made all types of news, okay? Local and national were just dragging his ass for Phil. But the thing is, y'all might want to invest in that type of talent, sis. I don't understand. How was he able to trick all these hoes and open up a big ass medical office? I don't understand. He was apparently on his website 1 out of 3 staff members there. He talking about he used electrotherapy, psychotherapy, or something. What else? Saying that he's a well-rounded professional. He even had this picture of him serving you face in his medical attire, sis. Okay, you hoes just weren't able to take his ass. But yes, the government bibbity-bobbity booped his ass when he started to perform medical examinations on an undercover agent. He came out with the tools, bitch, and they turned his ass around like, girl, you're under arrest, sis. I just don't understand, okay? The system can find the 5 cents that a college freshman owes their university for their meal plan, but y'all didn't see this hot air balloon football head shape ass nigga opening up a whole medical facility underneath y'all nose. I don't understand. It's facilities like that where you have people walking out with concrete in their asses or fix-a-flat in their lips. Obviously this guy may have something wrong up there. A couple of screws may be just a little bit loose. They might have to call Bob the Builder to fix it. So I hope that he gets the help that he needs, but at the same time he does not need to be damaging others in the meantime. And speaking of people that need help, Kanye West is $53 million in debt apparently, and I'm not going to drag him too hard because I do feel like he's suffering from some type of medical condition, mental illness. Even one of his writers said that he needs some type of therapy, and you can look that up. He seems to be very manic and erratic. One day he'll talk about how he's a god and how he's the greatest musician to ever walk the face of the earth, and the next day he's talking about humility will be the source of success. It's like you gotta pick one. One day you're talking about how racism is a dated concept, and next you're the victim of racism. And recently he was on Twitter asking Mark Zuckerberg publicly for help, and it's like, I just think that something is going on there. I hope that his family can see that something is, I don't know. the way that he's portraying himself on social media makes it seem like there is something terribly wrong. And I've obviously been around people like that where their mind is going so quickly and you're trying to keep up, and it's difficult to know what type of help they need because a lot of times they don't know it and they can't sit down. They're just all over the place. The moment they stop thinking so quickly, they become depressed. Number one, I hope that Kanye views mental health as something that is important because a lot of the black community will be quicker to blame things like that on the devil or possession as opposed to somebody just having an imbalance and they just need therapy or medication or something to get through it. And number two, I feel like he is still struggling with the death of his mother. And I could not imagine the depths to which a death like that haunts your soul and just destroys your spirit. It is for that reason, and I need to take my own advice, that I think we all should put mental health to the forefront. If your arm is broken, your ass is not gonna sit around in bed like, oh girl, it'll get better, or it's the devil. You're not gonna say that. You're gonna take your ass to the hospital. We should do the same thing when something is fucking up our mind. And the reason why I kinda am so concerned is because I know a lot of artists go through that. They go through periods of depression, and then euphoria, and then depression, and no one understands them. Then you add a death on top of that. It takes a toll. I hope that he has the power to change the circle of people around him. And last but not least, we're gonna talk about the Tampa police. Beyoncé, if you didn't know, is doing a show in April in Tampa, and that's where my ass will be. The first time I'll ever get to see Beyoncé perform in person. But apparently the sign-up sheet for police officers to work that night and work Beyoncé's event is blank right now. And they're like, girl, don't worry about it. We have a couple of months to figure it out, and it's our responsibility, no matter how controversial a politician or entertainer is, to work the event. But it's like, okay, keep fucking around if you want to. Y'all bitches gonna get information, okay? These taxes that was shooting up your asshole are gonna be right there protecting the motherfucking queen. You bitches that gonna be pressed about it, I suggest that you suck it on up. If anti-police brutality is anti-cop to y'all, that means that you don't want to separate the characteristic of brutality from cops. So if that's the case, then yes, bitch, let her be anti-cop, and you're gonna have to stay mad about it. Beyonce spoke out against police brutality, and if that's something that you're so addicted to, police brutality is your drug, then bitch, this is what withdrawals feel like. If it's a part of your DNA, I understand why you would think it's anti-you. Get y'all ass in line, put on y'all badges and y'all little utility belt, you want to be Batman built bitches, and do what the hell these taxes are paying you to do. I don't know what the hell this was, looking like you have some type of achy breaky heart with this mullet you have going on. I was not impressed. As I said on Twitter, I'll say it again, you look like